Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am really putting out a lot of videos at the moment. You are probably sick of my face, but I offer you Sweetie's face as a sweetener. Hopefully it makes it not so bad. So today's video is Christmas gourmands. Smell like a Christmas snack. I was inspired to do this video because I just watched olfactive stories. So I'm just getting her down on the floor because she's going to knock everything over otherwise. I just watched olfactive stories, which is Karine, and she did a Christmas gourmand video, and I thought, you know what, I've not done a specific gourmand video for a little while, and it's Christmas. Wanted to put out a bit more Christmassy. Oh, here she comes again, Sweetie. Wanted to put out you're going to knock stuff over. I wanted to put out a few more Christmas themed videos than I have actually done. So here's one for you, maybe a little bit late because it's Christmas Day tomorrow. I'm not sure actually whether I'm going to post this tonight, Christmas Eve, or tomorrow. Either way, wherever you are in the world, I really hope you have as merry and happy a Christmas as possible, and hopefully a much better new year than you've had so far. And let's get on with the let's go on with the video. Right, so let me give you a little cheers. I've got some gin liqueur in here, gin liqueur and some tonic. So cheers. And then some fragrances that smell like food. Gourmand, you're probably going to have seen most of these perfumes in other videos if you follow my channel, so it might feel a little bit repetitive, so I do apologise for that, but it is what it is. So here we go. The first one, this is my guilty pleasure really. This is La Belle from Jean-Paul Gaultier. You will know all about this if you watch any of the any YouTubers, mostly the female YouTubers are loving this. This one, in a nutshell, it's sugary, it's a pear, it's vanilla with a sort of woodsy-ish dry down. It's not very complex. It's not linear, but it's not doing that much on your skin once it's gone through the first half an hour or so. But it is a beautiful, very rich and sweet fragrance, a little bit like a pear crumble with custard or something like that. So very warming. Maybe even has a little spice in here. I'm not sure. It's kind of like got a warm, maybe like a touch of cinnamon or something. But that is La Belle, and I call it my guilty pleasure because it is kind of simple, but it just smells very good, very addictive. And then the next one we've got, just mentioned this in my last video on indie houses and why I believe you should shop small. If you haven't seen that, do check it out. This is Bengal Rouge. Sweetie, no. Oh, you're such a pain. Bengal Rouge by Papillon Perfumery. It's got honey in the opening, and there's a really spicy tonka. Sweetie, now she's standing on the microphone lead. A really spicy tonka. There's rose, there's sandalwood, and a really beautiful ambery dry down. Rich, sweet, almost like a hot chocolate. It's absolutely stunning. So that is Bengal Rouge. This is new to me. I just unboxed it. I've got fingerprints all over it already. Fragrances Eau Gène, and that is a clone of Parfums de Mai Eau Gène. I don't know how close they are because I've not smelt the Parfum de Mai. This smells like a spicy apple pie. Very spicy, rich, and maybe a tiny bit boozy. Just a little bit of maybe a splash of brandy. So that one, very warm, very spicy, and a rich kind of condensed fruitiness about it. This is Kaisdeliciate Marshmallow, and you will smell like a marshmallow when you wear it. To me, it smells powdery, sugary, and almost a little bit rose-like, but it literally smells like a marshmallow. Does exactly what it says on the tin. Lots and lots of vanilla in there, particularly in the dry down. Really, really delicious. Great one for layering as well, because it is quite a simple fragrance. This is, let's shake it. It's Atelier La Lune Feline, a very rich, spicy, woody vanilla and resins. It's got saffron in it, which gives it a slightly Middle Eastern type feel. It's not exactly leathery, but it verges towards a leathery type scent to it. But it changes when you wear it, and kind of sweetens up. I feel like the vanilla is very dominant here, but it does feel like it's a good quality vanilla. Maybe there's also some vanillin because it is quite sweet, but it's also got this lovely woodsy and resinous feel to it as well. And that is Lune Feline. This one is Belle by Zoologist. This fragrance to me is for all seasons because it really shines on warmer days. I probably wouldn't wear it on a hot day, but warmer days, like a spring day, it's really nice. But it smells to me like honeycomb. You know, the honeycomb, you can buy a bag of it and just to eat, hurt your teeth on it. So it smells like honeycomb. There's vanilla in here, there's heliotrope, so it gives it a slightly almond feel a bit later in the wearing. It smells not exactly like honey to me, more like honeycomb. Honey is not even a listed note, and that makes sense because as I say, it doesn't exactly smell spot on like honey, but like a honey sugared product. It's not supposed to be a gourmand according to Victor Wong, the brand owner, but that's how I see it, because to me it is utterly edible. It does change on your skin, you get a little bit of development throughout. It wears very long on the skin. It's not a beast, it's not massively projecting, but it's not quiet either. It's really nice, it's perfect. We have my favourite perfume in the world ever. You're sick of hearing about it. It's called Embers by Thierry Reinfeld. It's Mysore sandalwood and vanilla. There's a bit of rose in there. To me it smells a little almondy, and I just can't say enough about it. I absolutely love this one. So it's really only the vanilla, I guess, that makes it gourmand, although I think there's no tonka. It smells like there's tonka, but there is no tonka. But to me, because I get some almond-like facets from it as well, it does smell very edible. Yeah, smells like sweets. This is Panna London. It's called Pink Champagne Truffle. Now they've changed the name to Marc de Champagne Truffle, or it might be Pink Marc de Champagne Truffle. And this is, I think, to me, I smell coconut. I don't think it's listed, but if you imagine, there's a sweet called Raffles. I think they're called Raffles. They come in purple, metallic wrapping. It's a dark chocolate wrapped around a raspberry cream, and it has a texture to it a bit like there's desiccated coconut mixed in with it. I'm not sure if there is, but it does taste a little bit coconutty as well. And then you imagine that sweet, but you've also got a raspberry liqueur on the side, and maybe just one single red rose in a vase. Picture all of that together. How would that smell? And you have Panna London Pink Champagne Truffle. It's rich, it's decadent, and it is so edible. This is one of the most gourmandy of this bunch, really. This is full on edible perfume. Well, obviously it's not really edible, don't eat it or drink it. This is just a decant that I've got here. It was sent to me by Lola. Lola Scents. You almost certainly will know who she is. If you don't, then you need to check her out. I'm going to link her channel below. Lola, all the way from America. I can't remember where she's in. I think she's in Los Angeles, California. Anyhow, all the way over the water in a slightly nicer climate, I think. And she sent me this decant of kulfi. Kulfi is an Indian dessert. I have made it years ago. This one is a cardamom kulfi. The one I made was with rose water. I don't recall if I used cardamom pods or not. But kulfi is a frozen dessert, very much like an ice cream, but it's made with milk, not cream. And this smells exactly like a kulfi dessert. So the cardamom gives it kind of a sharp and fresh spiciness, but you've got this rich, creamy, not exactly vanilla, could almost be coconutty actually, thinking about it. But it's fresh and it's sweet at the same time, and it's spicy. But it's if you can picture, if you don't know the dessert kulfi, then maybe imagine like pistachio ice cream, but make it with cardamom pods as well. Imagine that. And it's got this almost minty freshness to it. Yes, imagine, it's almost like, I guess it's a bit like a minty ice cream. It does smell a bit minty. Yeah, imagine like a mint chocolate chip ice cream. It smells almost like that, but add cardamom. It's really good. And then finally, my last one is Shazam for 160 Tuesdays. This doesn't smell so much like food as, to me, it smells more like a drink. When you first spray it, I smell mulled wine, all the spices, all the fruits. You know, if you took loads of fruits, lemons, limes, oranges, and you have them bobbing around in a big vat of mulled wine. It smells a bit like that, but then when it dries down, it becomes more resinous, and there's a labdanum note in here, and I don't know how it all works, but the labdanum goes really kind of caramelized, so you get this sweetness, this caramel feel from the labdanum and obviously other things that are combining with it. So it's spicy, it's rich, it's fruity, and almost caramelly sticky. So it's really good. This is the most Christmassy scent here, I would say. Shazam from 160 Tuesdays. So that's all of them. Rushed through it as quickly as I could. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I wish you a very Merry Christmas, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, I just wish you happy holidays. I hope you're enjoying some time off. I hope you're not working too hard, and that the new year holds hope, peace and love for everyone. Bye. Do you want to see Sweetie? Let's have Sweetie say goodbye. Come on. She's on my lap. She just chilled out a little bit. Come on then, baby. There she is. Say bye, Sweetie. She's actually purring. She looks miserable, but she really isn't.